Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we will do listening learning, which will discuss about graffiti. Listen now.
Morning guys.
Morning ma'am.
Morning ma'am. Booty, check out this graffiti exhibition. What do you think about street art?
Very interesting. Graffiti is often considered controversial, but here we can see it as a legitimate form of artistic expression.
That's right. In many cities, graffiti can be a way to convey social messages. Do you know the historical context of graffiti?
Yes, graffiti has been around since ancient times, but it became popular in the 1960s and 70s in New York. It became a way for young people to express themselves. But what exactly is graffiti?
May I, ma'am? Yeah, sure. Graffiti is art that is usually made in public places, such as walls or sidewalks. It can be in the form of drawings or writing. So, it's considered street art, right? Yes. Graffiti often reflects social, political or cultural issues. That's why the context is very important.
Oh, so the context can be different, right? For example, graffiti in residential areas can have different meanings than those in the city center?
Exactly. The main idea of graffiti is often to convey a message or criticism. For example, some people use graffiti to express dissatisfaction with social conditions.
Interesting. So, what detailed information can we get from this exhibition?
Here, we can see the techniques used, such as stencils or murals. Each artist has a unique style. Also, many graffiti contain certain symbols.
So, to understand graffiti, we need to look at the style, technique, and message, right ma'am?
That's right. Now we go back to home. Wow, it's also fun to learn about graffiti from this.
Part B. Listen and check.
The term graffiti comes from the Greek word graphein, which means to write. People have always drawn and painted on walls. Prehistoric man painted on the walls of caves, and those paintings are now considered valuable works of art. Graffiti was first found on ancient Roman architecture. If people draw on walls these days, it isn't considered art. It is called graffiti and often cleaned off as soon as possible. Graffiti art takes a number of forms. It can be an individual mark, usually just the initials of the artist, or something much larger, like a mural. Most graffiti artists prefer to be called writers. A writer's signature with spray paint or maker is called a tag, and each piece of graffiti art is tagged. Communities of writers who are friends are known as crews, and inexperienced writers are called toys. For some artists, graffiti is a reaction to the circumstances of their lives, while for others it is a more thought-out artistic expression. The motivation behind a piece of graffiti can be happiness or sadness, frustration or relief. For this reason, it is an art form that is very close to the hearts of the young. Graffiti as a youth culture began in America but has become popular in many other countries. Its influences come from pop culture, especially music and cartoons. Graffiti is now so popular. It can be seen in many museums and art galleries.